Hey squad, Sergeant Gonzalez here. I'm going to give you an informational brief that's unclassified over the Chinese Rifle Squad. Alright, brief introduction. The purpose is using ATP 3-21.8 for a squad, which you guys will understand the composition, strengths, and weaknesses of not only the Chinese squad, but our strengths and weaknesses of our squad. Knowing this information is important because the objective in all missions is to complete the mission, and if we cannot succeed without knowing how to beat the enemy, we're just going to fail. Now, after this brief is concluded, you guys will be prepared and have the knowledge of the Chinese Rifle Squad. Being able to speak to other personnel about the composition, strengths, and weaknesses of a Chinese squad will strengthen our company. Alright, to begin with, we're going to start off with composition. In the composition, they have 9 personnel. They have a squad leader, assistant squad leader, machine gunner, assistant machine gunner, grenadier, assistant grenadier, a rifleman, sniper, and driver. Now, the weapon inventory, they have a 1x QSZ-92, max range of 50 meters. US equivalent is the M17. 2x QBZ-95 with a QLG-10 attached to it, max range of 400 meters. US equivalent, the M4 with M320. 1x QJY-88, max range of 1,000 meters. US equivalent is the M249. 1x QJZ-89 mounted on the CSK, max range of 1,600 meters, US equivalent is the M250 cal. A 1x QLG-10, max range of 430 meters, US equivalent is the M320. 1x DZJ-08, max range of 800 meters, US equivalent is the AT4. They have 4x QBZ-95, max range of 400 meters, US equivalent is the M4. They have a QBU-88, max range of 1,000 meters, the US equivalent is the M110. And lastly, for the vehicles, they have the CSK-141, and our US equivalent is the JLTV. Alright, so within the Chinese Rifle Squad, they have a motorized squad. Now, this motorized squad has a squad leader, assistant squad leader, and the driver. The squad leader has a QBZ-95, also with a QSZ-92 pistol. Assistant squad leader has a QBZ-95. The driver has a QBZ-95 rifle with a QJZ-89 MG. Now, some advantages of the motorized squad is that the squad leaders and assistant squad leaders has NVGs. They also have handheld radios, laser rangefinders, and GPS. Meaning, if we want to attack them at night, since we have NVGs, they also have NVGs. So it's going to be much harder to pick a fight on them at night. Also, with the handheld radios, they're able to communicate easier within their other sister squads. Now, weakness of the CSK-141 is that the driver also is the one that shoots the machine gun. Now, he can't do both at the same time, meaning the vehicle has to be stationary for him to control the machine gun that's on top. Now, this is a big problem because since it being stationary gives us the advantage to lock onto this vehicle and destroy the enemy. So now we move on to the machine gun squad. Now the machine gun squad and anti-tank squad is distributed within all 3 squads. That is an advantage for them because because in each squad they have a machine gunner, assistant machine gunner, sniper, anti-tank personnel, whereas in our 4th squad is just designated to machine gun squad and the anti-tank personnel. So within this machine gun squad, we have either a squad leader or assistant squad leader is in charge of them. In this case, it's a squad leader. They have a machine gunner, which has a QJY-88. They have an assistant machine gunner, which has a QBZ with a QLG-10 attached to it. They have a sniper, which is a QBU-88 sniper. Now, their snipers are within their machine gun squad. Ours, meanwhile, are located in headquarters. So if we want one, we're going to have to ask headquarters for some. Now, with their snipers, it's like their binoculars. They scope out the area. They do recon with the snipers. That's one advantage they have over us. Next up, we have anti-tank team. So, like I said, could either be led by assistant squad leader, squad leader. In this case, we have the assistant squad leader. So, within this team, we have grenadier, assistant grenadier, and rifleman. The grenadier has a DZJ-08. Assistant grenadier has a QBZ-95 rifle. The rifleman has a QBZ-95 rifle with a QLG-10 attached to it. Okay, so now the weakness for an anti-tank team is that the DZJ-08 does not lock onto vehicles. They have to aim, and so basically for them to beat us, our vehicles have to be stationary. But if we are moving, their missiles do not track our vehicles. So that is a weakness that they have, and this gives us the advantage with our rifle. Our rocket launcher system is the Javelin, and our missiles lock on to moving vehicles. So if their vehicle is moving, we have the advantage over them. Also, like if their CSK-141 is stationary, we're still the advantage because they're stationary and we have an easy shot of blowing them up. Squad, this concludes my brief. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. This brief went over the composition, the strength, the weaknesses of the Chinese rifle squad, and we also learned the advantages and weaknesses within our own squad. Thank you guys. Have a good day, squad.